An aversion to spending time. I didn't finish reading that fun fact, but yes, those things help, especially with trivia, and it helps with general knowledge. When you just read trivia like that, it helps with general knowledge. Okay, so there's something now about, I don't know, is it insecure men or what? Well,
insecurity generally.
Insecure men, insecurity
generally.
in the character insecurity. Yes. But Danny has the meat and all of that. Come on, tell us.
Okay, so I saw this post on social media, and it literally reads, one of my colleagues had to eventually resign because her husband was always jealous of her. Oh. The problem heightened when she got a car to help her become more mobile and presentable when she goes for media meetings. Anyways, Baba threw tantrums until she gave him the car keys. And the mumu woman, that's what they wrote here, would always get home and be sharing with him how she struck a big deal and another deal and her commission, how her funds are increasing at the office, her pay and all of that, not knowing that these things she was sharing was literally upsetting her husband and all of that. So he literally made sure she resigned. Like, he made sure she resigned. So, I mean, the question now is, I know there's certain situations. I had a conversation with different people talking about spousal support when it comes to like your work, your career and all of that, right? Because I know I have friends who, their husbands are always there. Like, they're the ones literally carrying, if they like sell things, for instance, and this one is an example now. They're the ones literally setting up, do you understand, being there present. I know the ones that literally just fling money at it and believe, sort it out and all of that. Then I know the ones that are literally they're just doing their own thing, okay, we want to do and all of that. So, what do you guys think?
This is real wow. Like, when and many things come to mind. How the car, was it from the office or did she buy it herself?
She bought it.
Apparently,
she bought it herself. You know, sometimes I wonder why do good people meet some kind of...
So why do good people do?
Yeah, because, I don't know, maybe, you know that thing, opposite forces attract.
Why do you believe it's a bad person? Is a bad?
No, like, senseless. Let's not say bad. Why do sensible people meet senseless people? Yes, we have to do that. Because it shows you that the woman respects the union of marriage and respects the man. And
I'm willing to support herself, support the family.
And we as men, we see respect as love. And so that is love. When a woman respects you, that's love. And as it stands, it seems, I don't know, you didn't talk about whether the man is working or not. That's not even another issue. And it seems that even though he's working, for him to be jealous, maybe she's earning more
than him.
She still decided to do all that. Even gave him the car. What a woman.
Yes, I was a woman.
And but I can understand when you see, I can understand. I don't know. I don't want to understand. No. Yeah, let me not say that. I don't want to understand.
Let's hear what you are almost understanding.
It's baffling. It's baffling. I've told myself that, look, there are cases where I've had one or two friends. In fact, there's this particular friend who is doing quite very well. But his dream is to be a house husband. Well, I want to sit at home, take care of the kids, and make money from home because he is tech savvy, so he knows how to. And
a lot of those tech jobs are remote.
Exactly. So he says, I don't mind. If it is her dream, then there was something Kiki Palmer put out. I wish I could get it now. I saw it early last night. You know, her fiancé or whatever has put a restraining order against her and all of that. She said something about individuality in relationships and said, if I cannot be about chasing her dreams, if I cannot be the best of myself for me, then when we are together, I would probably lose. Either lose you, lose myself. And there was something she was talking about. And it was, look, if a lady has a dream to be a night old, like, she's out and going, she wants to work, she doesn't want to sit at home, and she meets a man who wants to sit at home, and they complement each other, kudos. Find the look. You have to have your own dream. What do you want to do? A good man should support the woman and push her all along, even if she makes more money than you. So because of that, now they resign. Now what? So who still take care of them? Is his money okay? I don't know. It's.
Yeah. It was okay. There are several angles to this conversation, but first I need to establish that wisdom is profitable to direct. Right. These are also conversations that couples or intending couples need to have before you get into that institution called marriage, because you both need to be sure that marriage is an institution meant to complement. It's meant to add, not subtract. It's meant to, you're supposed to appreciate one another and grow together. And it is in that growth that you even appreciate the institution more. So in this kind of situation where, one person seems to feel some level of insecurity because his wife is doing better, he needs to do better. Also, still going back to what I said earlier on about intending couples need to have those conversations so that you know each other's mindsets before you get into it. You need to understand, you need to discuss these things. Okay, well, now that we are getting into this institution, what are your thoughts about, you know, these are my dreams, these are my visions, how does it align? Because alignment is one thing. I read up on it over the weekend. Alignment is so key. You need to be able to reach a phase or a certain level of alignment in your relationship for it to work. Because if your visions or your goals are not aligned together, there is going to be a problem. And in this case, the man, well, I'm not going to talk about the man. I'm just going to say, if you have the opportunity before getting into that institution, you fix up so that you don't end up with an insecure human being who's not going to help support your dreams, and you're just going to be lost in that marriage.
Very true.
There's something I wanted to ask here. There's also this where people, when they are courting, they put their best foot forward, and then immediately they get into it.
Oh, well, that's
You've heard that thing that you see, I didn't know it was a completely different person. Because people put their best foot forward when they are courting. And then having discussions or conversations at times, it's always necessary, but then at the end, there are a lot of things that we get to see that are different from what even the person said.
So now, this is what I would say, right, concerning that point you just raised, right? Having conversation is always very key. However, we need to understand that we are changing human beings, right? To be honest, I've been married for a few years. A few years. Sounds nice.
And just go on.
And then I realized that the person I was when I got married is not necessarily the same person or the same version that I am right now. So at a certain point, when you're courting, you might have certain mindsets, right? And over time, it's allowed to change and evolve. You're allowed to evolve with it. But the truth of the whole issue is that even when you're married, even when you have those conversations, it's good to allow for change, flexibility. You allow, give space, give grace, and all of that, Then this is something I actually want to say, right? It's one thing to have conversations. Then we also need to understand that, see, there are certain people with certain type of mindsets that no matter what, this is their mindsets, and that's how they're gonna stick to it. Do you understand? For instance, now, we have people, or rather men, that are still of that patriarchal school of thoughts. Do you understand? They believe, okay, fine, I should be the breadwinner. At least any major income should be coming to me. If my wife is doing anything, she should be doing maybe something petty or something that literally, yeah, exactly, nothing so crazy. Do you understand? There are people of that school of thoughts. And I believe there's somebody for everybody. So if you're of that school of thought, then get married to somebody that is of that school of thought.
Do you understand?
That believes that, okay, you know what, I'm going to stay at home, I'm going to be...
Exactly.
I'm going to just... Do you understand?
You know you've had that conversation before marriage, so that when you're not getting it, it's not a problem.
So you see that, okay, you people are aligning. Do you understand? Then, of course, two people that believe, fine, I'm a hustler, she's a hustler, we're going to come together and build an empire.
Do you get?
Then the other way around as well. So I believe the conversation is really important. Find the person and thing that works
within
you, right? So that it's not
your insecurity.
And another thing the man is not understanding is that, fine, he might have a job right now that he feels can take care of things, but anything can happen at any point. You should be grateful that you have a woman that is working, and she's even being open with it. She's not working and like covering things.
Like, I don't understand. What do you men even want? What do you men want exactly? You need to really let us know what it is that you want. Because today you say you want respect, tomorrow you say you want submission, and then when we are submitting, you are now putting another. Oh God, you people need to.
And then in this day and time, it's important to know.
I like what you spoke on, and there's a reason why. We have more grandmas than grandpas. You have to know statistically,
actually,
men die faster
because they put pressure on themselves, unnecessary pressure.
We'll talk about all of that. Well, but it's a long discussion. But yeah, come on, let's know your thoughts on social media. It's at TVC Entertainment _. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Let's hear your thoughts on this particular issue that Danny raised. All right? Okay, we'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We'll be back in a bit.